Hey y'all, what's up? What's up, family, potential family? Hope that I can enlighten you, aha moment, just watching, confirmation, all that good stuff. Go watch another Bobby Hemmett. Thought it was very important. He was talking about 4 dimensions, 4 realities that we're in. And the thing is to get to know each reality, to see which one best fits. Remember I was telling y'all about when the Grays was after me. My higher self grabbed me and put me in a portal and put me in this. And this one was evil. Real evil. I would love to choose. So how do we get to that point? He going to explain some things. If he knows, I didn't listen to all the video. I said, let me share it with y'all too, so we all can learn together. Okay. I was waiting for them to recognize this video. Oh, okay. So yeah, so he talks about reality, and let's see what he's talking about. The 4 realities that he said we can choose from. How do we get there? Okay.
It can be used as the same biological weapon, this particular implosion. So damn well I'm not gonna doggone worry about no fucking computer when I'm supposed to be worrying about this shit in my head. A subatomic particle called the Haddock point, the captain or the shadow, which is the same stuff that's in an explosion. Because that's what the Christ is. In the alchemical text, Christ is a subatomic particle that will destroy the universe. Nothing more. Not no Jesus loved the little baby and all that bullshit. It's a literal killing machine, a cosmic time bomb. And he says, and so this guy was working on this bomb to destroy the earth. But he was using this bronzium, huh? Why? Why destroy the earth? Because the physical is an entrapment of the divine soul and it has to go. It's a prison house that used to entrap an ancient deity over thousands, millions and millions and millions of years. And so the ancient deity became a part of the creation as man, as black people. And so as a result, because we had so many cycles here, we built civilization, we lived in civilization, but then we decided one day that we have to go to the next level, so we don't understand. We gave up this realm a long time ago. If it was something that we needed back, we wouldn't have gave it up in the first place. But we had been there, done that, and it was time to go to the next plateau. So in order to go to the next plateau, this earth has to be destroyed. Only solution, total destruction. Cthulhu is soot. Yog Sathos is hair root. That's the Christ. Abydos is AWA. All this is the same 99 names. You want to, these are the major ones. These are the actual major ones. No, this what you're going to do here is you're going to line your stuff up because you want to get a certain amount of energy. We did it right now. It's getting up to God here. You want to get a certain amount of energy. And you can pour these libations. You protect your house. You can pour this stuff for money. You can pour this stuff for spiritual enlightenment and also spiritual. What's going on? You also can get the book, and they got different signs and sigils. You can now write a sign. All this stuff is the archetypes and the stuff that's in you. There's stuff in here that's incantations, invocations, and all that. But like I say, you just moved out about it. You don't have to do that. Just sit on home, like the kind of thing you trust. I figure you trust the white man, you crack come on, keep you do all kind of messed up stuff right through the tooth. Now here's the juice here. Mess the cracker right on up. Now you can battle with it with this stuff here. There's some seals up in this thing. You get the book, you can put down these seals. Now I got a friend, and none of this stuff gets sacred. You ain't going to no hell and no kind of stuff like that. This is how the Jew, how the God do it. I got a friend, and he holy sanctified. Because the other one, the Hebrew part from it is the Enochian one. And he holy sanctified. He used the Enochian one. And man, he putting them things, he got enough sense. So he be writing them crackers, naming some blood, putting them sigils down in the crackers, all them things. All kind of mean old crackers. He be messing them crackers up. That's in the Enochian and stuff.
And you know what, man? Also, you can invoke stuff like it's in your everyday.
Yeah.
Wherever you go, whatever you do, you don't need to run into a problem with anybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You start holding.
This is the real powerhouse here. You invoke these things here, and the black man invoke. You invoke these things here. The cracker won't come 9 feet in front of you. He knows shit. He'll burn his butt up. Man, let me tell you, we was calling him out on the radio, and they were so happy. Because they like it, because they know black people ain't heard none of this. Jesus Christ.
Right.
Allah. So they be so happy that somebody calling out the other attributes of God. They when I was calling out on the radio, they was coming in the damn radio station. Because the sister, she could see them now. She could see them right, because she opened up. They was coming in the radio station and was having a ball. They are rowdy ones. You can give them 151 wrong. They like all kinds of stuff like that. They got whole movies now that they done gave up on the spirit thing. They got a movie called What the Bleep Do You Know? And it drops in the movie. They explain all the stuff in the movie about how you exist in 4 different dimensions. And your outcome is whether, let's say there are 4 people here. If you choose this outcome, you might have one reality. If you go this way, you might have another reality. If you go this way, you might have another reality. And they're just trying to figure out how they can get access to the multiple choices so you can choose the right reality. Well, they can't do this shit. We can only do it. But they're trying to do it the scientific way, and they leave it out the whole spiritual aspect because they are working toward a scientific solution, but they only save them and it can't happen.
Y'all seen Umbrella Academy?
Threshold of this shit. We at the threshold of this thing. You see, and we can do breakthroughs on this thing, and it's just a matter of months. This thing is farther than we think. So, to keep your line off of transforming, all of a sudden it's 2012. But I thought in the 90s it was 2000. Now y'all done put another fucking 12 years on this shit. Because you say, I ain't ready yet. I ain't been able to evolve. This thing is going down now. How you know it's going down now? Because they're putting you on lockdown now. That's the thing with Bush is to give you this whole terrorist fear and now to implement martial law. You see what I'm saying? To implement martial law. And that's what all these laws and different things stuff, to implement martial law. That's what's going down. But the only thing they need is one more terrorist act, and they just are building away for blowing that shit up. It's called the Reichstag syndrome. The Reichstag syndrome is solution scenario. The people got fearful because this government institution was burnt down, and what he did was they found the people who so-called did it, execute them and brought them to justice, and all of a sudden, it gave the people a security. A false security, and they followed Hitler. But it's a problem solution scenario. They burn up the building. Bush acted immediately. He just acted on the wrong fucking country. You see what I'm saying? He should have acted on America. That's what burned up the damn building. You know what I'm saying? That's what burned up the doggone building. Was America. You see. But they acted, and that's called a problem solution. Everybody's gathering around because they want security. They feel safe under Bush. Well, it's the same thing now. They just need one more facility, one more terrorist act to go down, and the people will lose their mind and say, do what you will, man. Lock them niggas up. Because that's the people they're going to save, it's terrorists. There was a great separation. Now, before white people convinced you that O.J. was guilty, the day that they found O.J. innocent, every black person knew in their heart that this man didn't kill these people. And over the last course of 10 years, white folks didn't accept that, so therefore, now you doubting it. You see what I'm saying? But it represented at that particular time of 1995, you knew that he was innocent. It was called the Great Separation, and it is in the hieroglyphic text. And in the hieroglyphic text, they have some type of symbol that looks like this in the hieroglyphic text. And it means the Great Separation. And it means a great divide based on two people, two groups of people, the dominant people in this country, two groups of people that see things differently based on their experiences different. Now, I don't give a about no Asians, no Mexicans, no Indians, or whatever. In this country, it's the ebbs and flows is based on what? Black and white. Now, even that old crazy racist ass, that old Uncle Tom nigga, Larry Elder. The biggest Uncle Tom's ever loved the white man more than the white man loved himself. He did say something one time when I had a debate with Steve Copley.
So give me some likes when y'all come in. I appreciate
it. Must understand something here. Because talking about racism in Hollywood, he said, yeah, but in Hollywood, it's clear cut down the line. They only have two kind of movies made. Mostly white, and the other group that has the most amount of movies made is black movies. You see what I'm saying? You very rarely see the Asians, you very rarely see the Mexicans or whatever. You see what I'm saying? And if you share the top billing based on movie stars, you got Denzel, you got all these particular people, and you got white folks. So in so many words, in this country, like I say, it would be the problem of the color line. This shit is about black and white in this country, and it's always been that way. So in that particular case, they said that there would be a great separation, and it's based on two experiences. We know it ain't shit for a black man to go to jail for something he didn't do. But white folks, knowing the officers in their neighborhood, like Richard Pryor said, this is unheard of. The law can't be wrong. You know what I'm saying? And you can't walk across the street the right way with the law ain't being wrong. Some motherfucker fucking with you and policing your ass. The point I'm trying to make here is, did you see, and Richard Pryor made that statement. Do you see this motherfucker now? Richard Pryor, he need to have somebody slip in there and get this nigga some cyanide, because the white woman is holding him hostage. This nigga drooling. This nigga is fucked up. And when you get to that particular level, you're supposed to go to the next round. You see what I'm saying? Go to the next round. You see, but we scared of dying. He said, I gotta give a shout out. I gotta have a cousin. She's like my first cousin, but she's my mother's age, so down south, that's your fucking aunt. She's my age. That's my first cousin. That's y'all goddamn aunt. She made the transition because she, had diabetes, got gangrene in the leg. She said, I want to cut my leg off. And we knew when they said, don't cut a leg off, I said, you ready to die, because this woman here was scared of death. She said, I said, do you know you're going to die? She said, don't cut my leg off. And we went to Philly, and she waited till I flew to Philly, and she died. And then all of a sudden we had these ceremonies in Philly for 2 or 3 days. When I got back, I said, hi, Jane. They said she made a transition. And of course, we got in touch with her, and she's like, yo, man, I like the celebration y'all had for me. And she got cremated, she said, which I wouldn't have been able to have her. I wouldn't have been able to do had I not been cremated, because see, the body tends to hover around the body, but if you cremated, the soul can get to the other level faster. So she was cremated, and bam, and my brother was like, look, we ain't heard from Jane since she left. And my youngest brother, for some reason, every dead motherfucker come and hang out with him in his house. My grandmama still up in his shit, and she died in 1990. Cutting on the TV and shit. But he said, we ain't heard from Jane. Jane made the transition. You see what I'm saying? And she made the transition and stuff. So, but, she made the transition. But,
so give me some likes, I appreciate it.
From it anyway. I guess she came through and said that, but I'm leading to something. But there was a great separation that went down in the last trial. This is the other trial. It ain't so much. Some of us, we do well. It might be quite evident that Michael Jackson done fiddled around when a motherfucker said you can give a nigga your bed is the greatest thing you can do. But I don't think he did it with these crackers. You see what I'm saying? No one spent a lot of time on that, but what I'm trying to say here is the metaphysical aspect is this is a second part of a judgment. And based on what is happening down here on the earth plane, will set up a judgment, and further judgment to seal the powers that be doomed based on the way they judge things outside of history, because they don't ever really look at history to find out, is this shit accurate? Let me give you an example. They've been celebrating D-Day all this year. And all, 60 years of freedom for white folks. And D-Day at the end of World War II. And mainly, we went to help, I want to say we, because that's a mind control. Mainly, America went to help Britain and Europe get out of a line with so-called Hitler. It's a family fight. Like Dr. John Henry Clark said, that's a family fight.
Hey, Mora. Baby store, how you doing?
And then they celebrated the freedom at the end of World War II and freeing Britain from the tyranny of so-called Adolf Hitler. And ironic, the day that Britain was freed in World War II in 1945, ironically, they had in slavery half the human globe. They had in slavery colonized. Now here's the concept here. This is a great day for freedom, and you're supposed to celebrate a great day for freedom for France, America was the Allies, France, and mainly Britain. You see what I'm saying? It was a great day for freedom for those particular main ones, and yet both France had Africa colonized and Vietnam, as well as Britain had China, Africa, the Caribbean, you see what I'm saying? Australia, South Africa, and Canada. And yet, but see, this is the concept of the mindset. They're saying when they're free, it's a great freedom for everybody. But when you're not free, you don't count. See what I'm saying? And yet they will get this stuff into history, and you say, yeah, great freedom, the Allies and all the motherfucker, you was in slavery. And America, who fought in the war at that particular time, had the system of slavery, the second system of slavery, the neo-slavery, called segregation. So none of the black world was free when they announced in 1945 based on freedom. Well, it's the same thing with the Michael Jackson and O.J. Simpson trial. Their concept of justice and all of this type of stuff does not apply to you. So why the fuck you gonna get on their side when they suggest to you that these damn people here might be guilty? You see what I'm saying? Like I said, a nigga with a motherfucker supposed to be dying from cancer in 2 weeks, and Michael Jackson gonna fuck him. And we supposed to believe this shit. You see, moving right along, we still talking about there's a great judgment on all of this. And you must understand that particular judgment, and you must understand this particular aspect. Their hands is forced. There's some things happening spiritually that will make them even get into the mind control aspect of
is that?
Revolution. All right. Well, how do you start the revolution? To understand this thing, but what is going down? How do you start the revolution?
Y'all give me a like when y'all
Number
come
one,
in.
we already know that based on the crime bill was passed. See, I had to come and I had to give a lot of, even though we're going to go into some other Egyptian mystery science, I had to give a lot of stuff. This is what is happening right now. It's easy to get out. Okay, y'all all right? Now, we know about the crime bill that was passed where they got you locking down in concentration camps and everything, took away your guns because everybody turned them in to charge all of us. You see, like that. And we went to the Janet Jackson concert. All this. We understand the crime bill was passed where there is no constitution now. There's no such thing as a constitution. Actually, they're talking about this particular House of Representatives 666. All these bills, they actually don't pass these bills. They just got to put on this act before we. But when it comes down to it, they can produce the thing. There's no constitution. In the crime bill, once he passed the crime bill, it automatically go into martial law. Even though the martial law might not seem that it's effective, for the simple fact that you haven't done anything for them to impose it, but they can't, in order for them to impose martial law overnight, they can't go and run in the house and pass it. They had to pass it before. So they just crack down. Anytime they pass martial law in Congress, that means in actuality they suspend the Constitution. So there is no more Constitution. You understand what I'm saying? There is no such thing as no Constitution. You crazy for going about it in the first place. The Constitution. See what I'm saying? There is no more Constitution. Now, that means that they're waiting for the big event. Now, the big event goes like this. This is on government proportion. In 1989, black college students used to go to Virginia Beach and Hampton to party. In 1989, they cracked some heads and they stopped it. The next year, the Freaknik in Atlanta had an overwhelming proportion of black students because they didn't go to the Virginia Beach in 1990, fall of 90. Okay, at that particular time, during the Freaknik in April, they had what is the Aggie Fest, which the Aggie Fest was being held in North Carolina A&T. That closed down, the last one was 1990. And in 91, the Freaknik became the event. And now the Freaknik is one of the biggest things going. You see. Now, the first year, when they got super big, they blew into town and all the merchants were happy because niggas bought up the liquor store. Bought it out. They were saying, we made so many billions of dollars this weekend. So the next week, Bill Campbell and Ed were out there. Was Bill Campbell in? I think Bill Campbell was in. Bill Campbell and everybody welcomed the Freaknik. B103, everybody welcomed. These people came in and partied and didn't kill nobody or nothing. You see? Didn't vandalize nothing. You see, partied up a storm. But spiritually, last year the Dogon was doing their signet ceremony on April 23rd of last year. During the same time that they were doing their signet ceremony, for some reason, the spirit made sure that the Freaknik on the signet ceremony is done in West Mali, Africa, which realigns the planets so we can get out of this condition. Who would ever know? It's one of the most greatest things ever happened in history, that on one horizon, they are having the signet ceremony that the Dogon and people have been waiting for the last 60 years. And during the same time, that the black students, who is the youth, would be having one, even though it might have been ignorant, it was having their ceremony, the Freaknik, on the western hemisphere. You got to look at things on the spiritual thing, because things don't happen like that by coincidence. Scared the crap out of death. Then that means that the government had to get on it on miraculous proportion. So all of a sudden, January 1, they got a war on Freaknik. The city of Atlanta just declared war on Freaknik. Now hell, white people been going down to Fort Lauderdale since the 60s. Yeah, that's right. Or the 50s. Killing people and every kind of thing. Oh, this is college students. That happened. We just got all those things going good now. They've declared war. No Freaknik. They went to the schools and told them not to have it. The schools said, oh, we can't. We got nothing to do with it. We never had Freaknik. That was the students. It was the outside thing. We don't have nothing to do with it. You can't stop those students from getting out of the car and coming down someplace. You see, they declared war and they just welcomed them last year. The city of Atlanta welcomed them. Now this is interesting because I do believe the first part of January, we got Bill Campbell and a bunch of mayors up in D.C. begging the government to get on top of this baseball thing. Now, Atlanta lost so much money because they don't have great baseball. Now, here you mean to tell me, now let's look at the psychology of this. You losing money traffic to take place. And you mean to tell me some Negroes gonna come in your city and gonna buy all your liquor and gonna spend millions of dollars in 2 days? You see, they're proving that the college students don't care like some other people and all this type of stuff. And they're gonna, only thing you need is a damn bunch of boxes and some sticks the next day. And you mean to tell me you're gonna shut that down? When your city is hurt because you ain't got no sports going on? That you gotta go and get some scrubs that ain't retired from minor league in 1990? Started all over the base? Some stuff just don't pan out. But all of a sudden, Atlanta declares war on freedom. All right. Steve Copley comes to Morehouse College last Tuesday night. Said that he went to the Boule Convention, the Negro Boule Convention in San Francisco. Well, I don't know where they had that. This last summer. And Vernon Jordan was speaking with the keynote speaker. Now, Vernon Jordan, keynote speaker, his speech was on how they got to stop the breakdown. Now, we know that the Boule don't make no decision. There was a bunch of them, the yes man, the white man, they don't make no decision. If the white man approves of the free kick, they're glad to do it. Anything the white man down with, they're down. Oh, that's just another $1 deal. They don't care. You see what I'm saying? It is the white man's business. Well, why is Vernon Jordan talking about it? Who is Vernon Jordan? Vernon Jordan is the right-hand man to Bill Clinton, who is Froling Key and Skull and Bones and the whole Illuminati. So that means that Vernon Jordan is given an order that's coming down the tube from the big boys in Washington, D.C. He's giving it to the Negroes that do the master business and carry the stuff out of these cities. So he comes in and tells them, look, we're stopping free pick this year. That's what the white man told me to do. Bill Clinton, Newt Gingrich, and all of the boys down in the Illuminati. Because there ain't no such thing as no government. It's a one-world government. They did stop the free pick. Then all of a sudden, Bill Clinton is declaring war on free pick. Out of the blue. Need the money. But he declaring war. Well, wait a minute now. Hold up. Didn't they just pass a bill and say that public enemy number one was any games? Is not a public enemy number one? Well, what constitutes a game? Anybody congregate, more than 5 people congregating in a place at one particular time. Can you imagine? The first thing they said was, number one, they closed down all the parks. Now that means you got thousands of black kids coming from all over the country with money, and they got no place to go. Well, if you are congregating in a city with no designated place of destination, that is constituted as what? Lottery. And anything over than 2 or 3 people is a gang. Public, and you are now what? Public enemy number one. Well, let's get a little funky. Number one, they said anybody caught with alcohol is going to jail. Well, the white man ain't gonna close down no alcohol store. If they sold out a bid in Atlanta in 2 days, and it's what's called, doggone well, the white man gonna sell his beer. But if anybody ever went to see these parties, the brothers come with trunk loads full of beer and liquor. They come with the stuff. So they say anybody caught with liquor is going to jail. What's that? The niggas gonna be drunk before they even roll in the town, before they get on the highway. You see, before they get on I-95, I-20. You see, they're gonna be drunk before they come. That's college students. That's what you do. You go to school and you acquire a taste for alcohol. Or either you go to the army and you acquire a taste for alcohol. You see what I'm saying? Well, the freak thing is bigger than that, because it ain't just college students. Everybody gets down there. They got people, hundreds of people coming from Miami, from all over. So now the thing is all black people getting down there. Because it's dead now. We going to prison. But they ain't got no designated place to go because they're closing all the parts. So that means that you got the National Guard and all them coming in. You see? Now it's interesting. Now, I wouldn't be just reading some stuff, but see, the Spirit always does some stuff. I had a woman call me last year crying on the phone. She's a psychic, but she's an expert on astrology. Based on her calculation, she said something awful was going to happen to the priest at the prison. She was crying. She went out of town, but nothing awful happened. But see, sometimes, based on the cycle, because the white man got to time all that stuff, it can be a year off. She gave me the actual reading a year before. You see what I'm saying? Now, we know that they got to do all this stuff, but they got to crack down, excuse me, they got to crack down, need some water when I start spitting. They got to crack down because they know their time is up. We're going to get into it in a few minutes. So, they just declared that these black college students are the ones to do it. Because they don't fear the other brother out in the street. They've been killing him since 1985. You see what I'm saying? They locked him up for anything. But these black college students, that's a different story. You see. But see, you know that these black college students ain't the same old funkified black college students. These bugs, the same ones that's in the classroom, kill you just to listen to the rap with. Because there's a new black child out there. That's right. See what I'm saying? See, they just don't take no junk. That's a blessing. We wanted them to be just, merged right on in the system and forget everything. But no, the spirit say, no, we're going to give a rebellion to you. You see what I'm saying? That's for a spiritual. You got to look at everything on another. Well, you can't go the same way everybody says, oh, what's wrong with our kids? So what they dying? There's no such thing as that. They just share the physical body. They get to the place you get ready to go first. That's perfect. You see what I'm saying? Now you got more of them on the other side. Pleading your behalf on the God's good court. I've been finished because I told everybody in the slave theater to come outside. The ship was going to show up in 2004. No, in 1994. After speaking in Harlem, slave theater. And I'm still speaking. You want to know why? Because we went outside and the damn ship came down the street and parked right in front of the damn thing. And the reason why I ain't lying to you, I got a tape the next night, or 2 days later in Harlem, where we got people in the actual theater in Harlem, because that was in Brooklyn, slave theater. At the Dempsey in Harlem, I spoke the next night. They had all the people that was at the slave theater. It was in the Dempsey bearing witness that their ship showed up. And it was a scary time, because when we got out there, that motherfucker wasn't out there. And I guess they figured, well, if it's out there when they come, the people go, well, that's a fucking star, you bullshit. No, this shit went from down the street, and it did like this, and it pulled up in front of the theater. Now, I ain't stupid, man. I wasn't that big of an egomaniac to just say this shit was going to happen. But I've had some spirit shit that didn't show up on my ass. What had happened was, there was a sister named Shakura from Coney Island who was an advanced psychic. And I asked them could they send something, and she assured me they could, and they did. And that was my insurance on the shit. I wasn't stupid now. So my point here is, I often sometimes, because I try to get into this stuff here, and this is miraculous enough, but sooner or later, those things are out there, something has got to happen, but we're going to have to meet a destiny with that out there.
Is this the same as what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad always talked about?
It is in a particular way, but I think he put it in the mythology. Oh, shit. Oh, shit, guess what? He said that the mothership was built in Asia. In Japan. Now, one thing about it now, it's interesting here, because this is all tying in with a Tiva thing last night when he did the thing about the South Pacific. He also said that they built it on an island that the Japanese didn't know what they was building. And it was a certain island they built it on. It is interesting here that Gerald Massey in Ancient Egypt, Light of the World talks about, that's like a needle in the haystack. Once you lose one of them pages in his book, it's so many words and shit until I found it back in 1993 where he says there's an island off the coast of Japan that the Japanese knew about but can't find no more. In Gerald Massey's Ancient Egypt, Light of the World. Talk about some scholarship. Now this whole thing is coming back up because let's get into this. Let's get into this. Lakshmi is also a form of Madre de Agua, mother of the waters, or what you call in the homie voodoo, Mami Wata. Look at this shit here. Look at this. Mami Wata. there's a connection. That's that whole Lakshmi shit that's going on. Lakshmi is the lotus that comes up out of the water. The lotus goddess in Kemet is also Heru. If you look in Ewalis Budge's book, Osiris, the Egyptian resurrection, he got a whole list of boats. The Isis boat, the Osiris boat, the Hathor boat, the Sekhmet boat, the Mayatek boat. And they mention two all the time in the text. The Sektet boat, which is the boat of Sekhmet, and the boat of Maya. Sekhmet is the most grotesque form, is the most powerful form of Heru. All that's Lakshmi. So that ship thing, that mothership thing, and what Elijah Muhammad saying, it all comes into play. We can't rule that shit out. Because I find it time and time again in the mythology. Well, I'll do you one better. The guy Jean Duress in his book, Secret Books of the Egyptian Gnostics, you can get, I got a tape on, I did an update tape on the mothership. December of 2003. And we can't rule this out. The Jean Duress, who was translating the papyrus in France, papyrologist in France in the 1950s, read a piece of the papyrus in the Gnostic papyrus that's coming out of Kemet, where it talk about Jesus, which is, this Jesus is not the Jesus of Rome. This is the Jesus of the Gnostic Jesus, and even that word was even stolen from the Egyptians. And they said, amidst Jesus and his followers, he invoked these ships, or amidst Jesus and his followers, these ships appeared in broad daylight, manned by fantastic beings. He goes on in the papyrus at the bottom of the footnote that says that we even have a papyrus on the book of opening up the worlds. There's a book, it's a magical papyrus of the latent papyrus, which they still print, Dover Publications still print the book, the latent papyrus, a little small book. And he mentions the damn book, and he said what the pharaohs used to use to open the worlds in his doggone thing. He had all those papyruses before him. We're talking about Jean Duress. But he talked about ships being manned by fantastic beings in the days are going to be opened up. So even again in the modern papyrus, in this stuff, they talk about the same shit even when it comes to the Jesus thing. Not the Jesus of Christianity, but the Gnostic Jesus. It's two serpents. Two serpents. And these two serpents ultimately, they say, form a double DNA helix. Which means that these two serpents are nothing but our own DNA. So something with the tree, and what went down with the tree also like those games, that water thing again. Something that went down with the tree also is a start point of our DNA, or it's a combination of our DNA rising to a certain level. Here's a book called Voodoo Visions by Sally Ann Glasser. Yeah, I don't know if it's still in print. You can go online. This book is out of print. You get it like $5 on Amazon.com. And in here, she talks about down by the way of the two twin serpents being a spiral DNA on the inside of us. You see, a spiral DNA, she said, they formed in the whole universe of these two twin serpents down by the way over in our area. These two twin serpents, though, going back, had something to do with on the inside of us. So this particular picture that we see with the DNA, remember, is on the inside of us. One of the keys is this. I'll go into this. The government, or they said the powers that be, had studied us to the point that they were convinced that we were going to rise to a certain level. And by 2000, they decided that they were going to have an all-out assault force on us. So they started with certain black leaders, if you want to call them that, or black prominent figures. So they bumped Khalid Muhammad off, killed him, they locked up down the yard. They locked up H. Rap Brown. They locked up H. Rap Brown. They looked at that and they said, well, he's already sick. You see what I'm saying? But even he even said back in 98 or 99 that he believed that he was poisoned. You see what I'm saying? So they had all out of stuff. They were going to go after the black conscious community or the black political community or any black person of leadership. Two things happened. Number one, they got caught out of the way before 9/11. For some reason, they figured, they didn't want him to have a certain voice against what was getting ready to go down. You see, they trapped around big time Muslim at that particular time, and now they got with him. They, like I said, certain prominent figures, you see what I'm saying, they had already started the movement to start following along one by one, including me. When I tell the story about I was in New York on 9/11 and had to smuggle myself out of New York. And when I got back home, the news, they never said who it was. They said the news said it's possible. This is the Friday after 9/11. So 9/11 was on a Tuesday. This is this Friday. They said, well, first of all, I was traveling at the time, and then was a business partner, Delbert, had gone to New York with me, and on a business deal, because we was dealing with the tapes and dealing with at that particular time. And so she flew out the night of 9/10. And when she got to the airport, they asked her where was Mr. Henry. You see what I'm saying? Wait a minute, you give somebody a ticket. What the hell they gonna ask where is Mr. Henry? You see what I'm saying? So now, don't get me wrong, it's not as if I'm saying that 9/11 started. I won't get this right. It's because I'm sure how this is going, like 9/11 started around me. No. What happens is this: whenever they decided to do the whole thing that they did with the Twin Towers, immediately, and they knew they were going to be blaming certain subversive figures. Immediately, the first thing they do is to say, well, find out what particular figures are doing things in a particular area at the time we can pick up. You understand what I'm saying? I just so happen to be there, you see what I'm saying? So they didn't have anything necessarily to do with me and 9/11, it's just that when it went down, and I didn't show up at the airport on 9/10, they was asking me particular questions. They wanted to know where my whereabouts was. So therefore, I didn't even fly out to them. I rode down with another sister. We got on the highway and got back down on Thursday night and came back on Friday. I got back that Friday, they said, possible rain in Atlanta. Never said what it was. The next day, we had about close to 50 police cars showed up in front of my house.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I've never seen anything like this with just 50 police cars, and they just lined the entire street. And I was standing right on the front porch. Me and this other sister, Killer, was standing right on the front porch, and they couldn't even see a person. They couldn't even see me. As a result, they got a little embarrassed, and they sped off like they were still looking for somebody. And the neighbors like, what the hell is going on? Now, we know this happened because this happened also with a regal vote down in New Orleans. understand the science. You see what I'm saying? You got to understand the science. I'm not talking about Monique, like one sister said, oh, she's beautiful. And I looked at her and I said, well, you know, I can't say that she's not. Because to say she's not is to say the prototypical West African features is not beautiful. Right. You understand what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And goddamn it, I done slept with a bunch of Moniques. You know what I'm saying? That's the best shit. See what I'm saying? We got a girl named Cool Campbell in my hometown. And she Cool Campbell, man, you were Campbell nigga. And she was bigger than damn Monique. She sat on me in the damn 3rd grade and damn near like caved my goddamn ribcage on the bus. Same girl, when we got to high school, it was a nigga that jumped a damn 10-foot fence clearly. And stuff. This nigga was knocking niggas out. But he went up against Cool Campbell and Cool Campbell suplex this nigga. That's the move where you take the ball, hold it and fall back on it. He went up, Cool Campbell was a freshman in 9th grade. And this nigga was a big old senior in high school. He was knocking niggas out. And he went up against Cool, and Cool picked this nigga up and fell back on that nigga and suplexed this nigga. And blood was everywhere. Cool was so bad, Cool hit George Ann in one eye and black both of her eyes. And Cool cat nigga. And she was big as Washington, D.C. So I'm not saying that. But I'm trying to say the image on what they're doing when they're trying to deal with their screen god is as an image. And this is why your children think that these prototypical European features is beauty. Because they give you that in the magic. So this Anna Nicole shit wasn't nothing about nothing. They showed it for a month. You understand what I'm saying? First of all, she's dead, so she can't open her mouth and show you the idiot that she surely is. But they say she fought hella black men. And for the white man and ritualistic shit, that was good. See what I'm saying? Because that's energy that she took in. They said she had a thing for the chocolate. See what I'm saying? That's why she had a whole bunch of black people around her. Right. They say she was screwing them niggas. You see what I'm saying? She had a thing, but the point I'm trying to make here is you gotta understand how they do this particular magic. Y'all alright? In the context of the file, he got hit in the head and got this fundamentalism telling us that the file is evil. You get that? That's 2,000 years ago. That's why your boy Faulkner, when they went up into Kemet in the late 1800s, they said, well, the Egyptians didn't understand their religion. What arrogance for the white man to say that these people didn't understand the religion because he don't understand it. He said, well, there's contradictions all through this thing. Faulkner, in the 1940s, after almost 100 years of them studying this stuff, said, hey, I get it now. The Egyptians rooted everything in nature. You don't find a damn rock out there the same. You don't find a leaf off the tree the same. That's called a series of contradictions, or what is called the laws of chaos. The white boy done synthesized and I got all called chaos magic, chaos field, and all that. And all that stuff is religion explained in another level. He said that these people built the mistakes in the religion on purpose. They went up to Greece, they saw all this architecture, the columns the same. They went to Egypt, which is older. They would have the columns one thing, they have one this high, they have one this high, they have one this high. They said these people here didn't know what they were doing. They got the columns all mixed up. The Egyptians were rooted in nature. They understood that they wasn't a damn tree in the forest this high and this high and this high. So they would root the column in nature based on where the nature was and the way down reeds in the fields and stuff grew. Ain't a blade of grass the same. That's called chaos physics. You see, that's called chaos physics. So now, fundamentalism done come in and telling you that the divine prime God or the divine plan of God is evil. And the European didn't understand. He got a book, didn't even understand the damn book. And he's been teaching this stuff to the American public for years and years. This same old fine. And meanwhile, that motherfucker up in the lodge, learning.
Hey, Segma, how you doing?
The stuff is made up in the country is made on masonry. Or he give black people a little bow tie and all that shit, and they don't know nothing. I know. I was up in that bullshit for a little while. They don't know nothing but singing Negro spirituals and drinking liquor and driving cabs. That's it. That's it. Wearing a little penguin outfit. They don't know nothing about what you call it. Most of them still think the Egyptians was devil worshippers and all that old shit. And you know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with real stuff whatsoever. You see what I'm saying? No real mirror. The white boy up in there learning the secret. He telling you that you need to be a damn good Christian, and I guarantee you this, that fucking Pat Robertson and them no good fuckers, they learn this shit. Working it. When I knew Cracker knew some shit. And they're all a part of the same Masonic order. When the movie Independence Day came out, people was going all crazy about the UFO. And to direct his people the right way so that they don't get off on the bullshit, he say, wait a minute. He said, yeah, there are UFOs that talk about them in the Bible, but they're angelic beings. I knew that. I said, this cracker dropping on the ass. There's a book, Thompson's book, Angels and Aliens, one and the same. White boy got them 10 machines. He created them from 1947 to 1994, man-made UFOs. This shit's out of Area 57. Pat Robertson, wait a minute, y'all motherfuckers going off track here. They're awesome, but they're angels. See what I'm saying? I knew then, this cracker, man, they know the stuff. The most racist ones, those are the ones that know, because they got reasons to be racist. They're not really racist. They understand the laws of, hey, look, these are the children of Israel, or the children and daughters and sons of Ra, or whatever, or Amun Ra, and look, we can't never let these people rise up. So the most racist ones, them the ones that know. The most ignorant ones, those are the ones that don't know, and they fall in the white man, because he tell them, we're all supposed to do all this type of stuff there. But when they get too far, they pull them all up in there and say, hey, look, after this day, right now, you can't go and get in you be a prince hall up your ass. You can't get in no white lodge. Fuck the dumb shit. If it's universal brotherhood, why the hell you can't get in no white lodge? And why you ain't never seen no cracker Mason walking around with the square and the compass all on his card, all on the back and shit. You don't never see them. Every now and then you might see one little ring, but you never hardly see them. See what I'm saying? So you need to understand what time is going on. And the reason why this stuff is going on is not based on no racism. It's based on they know what time it is because they're Masons and they study our stuff. That's the key based on what I was saying about a lot of these churches. They think these people are dog on what's called. Every time the damn cracker want to come up in one of these churches, he come up in there. Because we are peaceful, loving people. That's just our nature. We ain't going to never get rid of that. You understand what I'm saying? We understand that you can't teach our people to be racist because they're not racist people. Never were and never will be. That's not the intent for coming up in here. We're trying to get some people some smart so they'll know what time it is because there's got to be a group of us that regroup and understand that this thing is bigger than what the rest of the niggas out there don't think this shit is.
I want to ask Chad BC. Sorry about that. Well, I want to ask Chad BC. What did I want to ask them? Something I want to ask them. Oh, okay, about the four realities. As they say, we have four realities that we are in, and we have the power to figure out which ones we want to be in to make our world be the way we want it to be. And I was telling y'all about the grays came after me, and my higher self put me in a portal and put me in this dimension, and this evil as fuck. Let's see. What is Chat BC gonna say about? What are the four realities of a human being in 4 different realities. What's that all about?
That's a deep and fascinating question, and one that shows up in philosophy, spirituality, and even quantum theory. When people talk about the 4 realities of a human being in 4 different realities, they're usually referring to how our existence expresses itself on multiple planes or levels, each one being real, but experienced differently. Here's a breakdown of the most common interpretation, drawn from ancient spiritual systems, like Hinduism, Hermeticism, and mystic psychology, as well as modern metaphysical thought. But 1. The physical reality, material self. Plane, the physical or earthly world. Body, the biological body, awareness, sensory perception, sight, sound, touch, etc. Experience, what we see, eat, touch, feel, our daily human life. This is the most visible you. It's where you work, live, eat, and breathe. But it's only the outermost layer of your being, like the surface of an ocean. 2. The mental reality, psychological self plane, the mind or thought world. Body, the mental emotional body. Awareness, thinking, emotions, imagination, and memory. Experience, your beliefs, moods, and the story you tell yourself. This reality shapes how you interpret everything. 2 people can live in the same physical space but experience completely different mental realities because their inner dialogue and emotions are different. 3. The spiritual reality, higher self or soul plane, the spiritual or causal plane. Body, the soul body, sometimes called the causal or light body. Awareness, intuition, purpose, and divine connection. Experience, inner peace, guidance, spiritual awakening, synchronicities. This is your eternal identity, the consciousness that transcends time and space. In meditation or deep spiritual moments, people touch this reality, a sense of being beyond the ego or body. 4. The cosmic reality, universal self, plane, the source or oneness, body, none, pure consciousness. Awareness, unity with all that is. Experience, enlightenment, divine union, or realization that I and the universe are one. This is the reality mystics, saints, and quantum philosophers speak of, where you realize you're not just in the universe, you are the universe experiencing itself through human form, putting it all together. You could think of the 4 realities as 4 layers of existence. Level, type of reality, you experience it, as key practice. 4. 1. Physical, body and senses, grounding, self-care. 2. Mental, thoughts and emotions, mindfulness, journaling. 3. Spiritual, soul and purpose, meditation, prayer. 4. Cosmic, pure consciousness, surrender, transcendence. When people say 4 realities of a human being, they're describing how your consciousness operates in all these realms, sometimes simultaneously, and how balance or awakening comes from aligning all 4. Would you like me to show how these 4 realities connect with the chakra system or the astral planes next? That's where this concept often expands into a full spiritual map.
Yes. I think it's talking about something different than what he was talking about, but I'm listening to this anyway. Because most don't know. I sure didn't know, but I felt it.
Perfect. This is where things get really interesting, because the 4 realities you just learned about connect directly to both the chakra system and the planes of existence described in ancient spiritual cosmologies, like Hindu, Hermetic, and Theosophical teachings. Let's unfold how it all fits together step by step. The 4 realities: chakra system, astral planes, reality level, plane of existence, chakra connection, human aspect, spiritual lesson. Survival, pleasure, embodiment. 1. Physical reality. Physical, earth plane, root chakra, muladhara, and sacral chakra, asthana. Body, survival, pleasure, material life. Grounding, stability, safety, embodiment. 2. Mental reality. Astral, emotional plane, solar plexus, manipur, and heart chakra, anahata. Emotions, thoughts, desires, relationships. Emotional mastery, self-confidence, love, forgiveness. Spiritual reality, causal soul plane, throat, vishuddha, and third eye ajna. Higher mind, intuition, purpose, communication, truth, vision, purpose, alignment. 4. Cosmic reality, divine source plane, crown chakra, sahasrara. Pure consciousness, oneness, divine unity. Surrender, enlightenment, unity with source. Let's break it down. 1. Physical reality, the earth plane, chakras, root and sacral, focus, survival, sexuality, creation, grounding. Plane, the densest realm, where spirit becomes matter. Goal, to fully embody your spirit in a human form without fear or detachment. When your root chakra is balanced, you feel safe and secure in the world. When your sacral chakra flows, you can create, feel joy, and experience life fully. 2. Mental reality, the astral or emotional plane, chakras, solar plexus and heart. Focus, self-image, power, love, and emotional energy. Plane, the dream world, or inner emotional landscape, where we also travel during sleep or deep emotion. Goal, to balance power with love, mastering your emotions without suppressing them. When this reality is clear, your inner world becomes aligned with your outer one. You manifest with greater ease because emotion and intention work together. 3. Spiritual reality, the soul or causal plane. Chakras, throat and third eye, focus, expression, intuition, purpose, communication with higher realms. Plane, where your soul blueprint resides, the layer that remembers who you truly are. Goal, to speak and live your soul's truth and develop your inner vision. Here, intuition replaces logic as your compass. You begin to channel guidance rather than seek it. 4. Cosmic reality, the divine or source plane. Chakra, crown, focus, union with the universe, enlightenment, divine consciousness. Plane, the realm of pure awareness, where individual identity merges with the cosmic self. Goal, to awaken to your true nature as consciousness itself. This is what mystics call samadhi, nirvana, or Christ consciousness, the realization that you are not separate from creation. How they interact. You can imagine these 4 as layers of one being. 1. Your physical body anchors you here. 2. Your mind and emotions interpret your experiences. 3. Your soul guides your purpose and growth. 4. Your cosmic self connects you to all that exists. When they're in harmony, you experience wholeness, synchronicity, and clear inner guidance, a heaven on earth state. Alignment practice, simple daily balance. Try this short 4-step chakra attunement each morning. 1. Ground. Visualize red light in your feet and root, connecting to earth. 2. Feel. Orange light in your lower belly. Breathe through any tension or emotion. 3. Listen. Blue light at your throat. Silently ask, what truth wants to be expressed today? 4. Surrender. Violet light at your crown. Whisper, I am one with the source of all things. This aligns the 4 realities within your awareness, physical, mental, spiritual, and cosmic, and keeps your energy coherent. Would you like me to map how these 4 realities also mirror the 4 worlds of creation in mystic traditions, like Kabbalah or Hermetic cosmology? That's the next level. It shows how consciousness flows from source down into matter.
Okay. Yes.
Beautiful. Now we're entering the esoteric cosmology of how reality unfolds from the unseen source into the visible world. Many mystic systems, Kabbalah, Hermeticism, Egyptian, and even Hindu philosophy, describe 4 worlds or layers of creation, which correspond almost perfectly to the 4 realities we've been talking about. Here's how it all connects. The
What'd you
4
say?
realities and the 4 worlds of
Okay.
creation. human reality, mystic. World of creation, plane element, meaning energy center, chakra focus, Yetzirah, world of formation, water, astral plane, physical reality. Asiya, world of action, earth, physical plane, material manifestation, body, sensory life, root and sacral, mental reality. Yetzirah, world of formation, water, astral plane, emotions, imagination, desires, thoughts. Solar plexus and heart. Spiritual reality, Briar, world of creation, air, causal plane, higher mind, intuition, divine ideas, throat and third eye, cosmic reality, world of emanation, fire, source plane, pure divine essence, unity, infinite consciousness, crown. One Atziluth, the world of emanation, cosmic reality, element, fire plane, source, divine consciousness. You experience it as oneness, enlightenment, unity with the divine. Symbol, the spark or seed of creation before form. Corresponding chakra, crown, Sahasrara. This is the thought before the thought, the pure light of being. It's where everything exists in potential as divine will or intention. 2. Briar, the world of creation, spiritual reality. Element, plane, causal soul plane. You experience it as inspiration, divine ideas, intuition, higher self. Symbol, the breath of creation, where divine thought becomes form. Chakras, throat and third eye. This is where your soul blueprint forms, the level of pure intention, purpose, and wisdom before emotion or physical form. 3. Yetzirah, the world of formation, mental reality, element, water. Plane, astral, emotional plane. You experience it as dreams, imagination, feelings, desires. Symbol, the flowing energy of creation taking shape. Chakras, solar plexus and heart. Here energy becomes emotional and mental imagery, your inner world. It's where visualization and belief form the mold for physical reality. 4. Asiya, the world of action, physical reality. Element, earth plane, physical material plane. You experience it as physical life, body, action, and manifestation. Symbol, the seed fully grown, matter as condensed light. Chakras, root and sacral. This is where spirit takes form, what mystics call the kingdom, the realm of action and experience. Hack the descent of spirit into matter. Think of it like this: spirit, Salute, soul, Briar, mind, emotion, body. Close quote. Every thought, emotion, or creative act you have follows this same pattern of descent. 1. A spark of inspiration or divine idea, Atziluth. 2. It takes form in your soul's vision, Briar. 3. You feel it emotionally and imagine it, Yetzirah. 4. You act on it, making it physical, Asiya. That's how creation works through you. You're a living mirror of the universal creative process. Shake the ascent back upward. Spiritual awakening reverses this flow. Open quote. Body, emotion, soul, source. Close quote. You purify the body and emotions. You align your thoughts and intuition. You awaken to your divine nature. You merge back into unity with source. In short, path, direction, purpose. Close quote. Descent, creation, from source, matter, manifestation, embodiment, living experience. Ascent, awakening, from matter, source, enlightenment, remembrance, divine reunion. Would you like me to show you how to work with these 4 realities practically? For example, how to manifest or heal by aligning them step by step, from the cosmic down to the physical. It's basically the esoteric secret behind effective manifestation and spiritual healing.
Now, at the Georgia, sorry about that, y'all. I was thinking, I said, like I said about putting me in another reality. I was thinking about the other 3 realities, okay? Can they see us? Are they advanced? Can they see us? Remember I was saying about the clone situation? Are we more advanced? Are they more advanced? Do we know more? Do they know more? I would love to see how the other 3 lives, and who I am in the other 3 realms. That would be interesting, wouldn't it? Alrighty then. Hope y'all enjoyed that. Okay. Let me see. Hold on 1 second. SAG and TAURUS. Let's see. Let's see what the message is. Supposed to be compatibility, but we'll see What happened? Oh, shoot. Okay. Oh, shoot. All right. Y'all give me some likes when y'all come in. Hey, Nancy, how you doing? Hey, baby, love, how you doing? I'm glad you put that in English. Let's see if I can get this to stay up. Okay, I can use my coffee cup. Okay. Instead of slipping the YouTube, I need to put a lawsuit on y'all for letting people come in my members only. Talking about review, hell for review. Why y'all letting people come in my members only? That have not paid. What's up with that? Who works in the office that's getting away with that? Is that fair? Hearing what I'm saying when I go listen to other readers. Okay. Or, like I say, Amanda, April, are y'all spies? 6, 7, 13, baby love. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, y'all held that for review. Oh, no 6, 7. Okay. Give me some likes when y'all come in the room, okay? What's up with SAG and Taurus? What y'all want to say? Okay. Somebody celebrating? Happy birthday, Scorpio. 3 amigos. Spine. Baseball game. I don't know. Sports. Hitting it out the park. On the World Wide Web. So I got 3. Okay. Whatever. It's y'all, I guess. Oh, okay. Of course, people are going to be looking if I'm on the World Wide Web, right? Celebrate. Spine. What are they celebrating? Ooh, tennis forward. Y'all celebrating that? To end or to kill, or what's going on with that? Controlling, necromancy, puppet, scarecrow, music strings, operation, back surgery. Oh, yes. So what are y'all doing? King of Pentacles. What you doing, King of Pentacles? 7 of Swords reverse. No protection. I'm well protected, boo. Don't get that twisted. Okay. So we got some hater raiders. Some big folks with some moolah. Okay, you need to give me a donation or something. 7 of Cups reverse. Promise something and not doing it. Force. The force be with you. Okay, is this from another realm? What I was talking, another reality that I was talking about? Wake up, fantasy, getting out. Out of the matrix. So is this somebody from another planet, another being? Hi. But damn, do you have to want to end my shit? So the clone thing I was talking about, is that one of my reality folks? One of y'all that's rich. What of y'all don't like? Y'all got the thing on the internet. I mean, the Matrix. Money wise, what do y'all want from me? Necromancy. So you want to trade places or something? Want to be me? But you are me. Or this is somebody else. A masculine energy. Oh, I never thought about it being a masculine energy of me. Interesting. So you want to stop me or hurt me? Okay, let's see. 9 of Wands reverse. Victim. How did I become a victim? Okay, I'm a victim. Okay. Are you wanting me? Are you wanting me? That someone's trying to hurt me? These three, I say witches, spying. Okay, let's see. No risk. Competition. Fighting, arguing, conjuring, dancing. Okay. What else? What else? Some competition. King of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Abundant. Peace of mind. Contentment. Yes. Because I'm alone? I mean, I'll be abundant or what's going on? 8 of Cups. Not walking away. Okay, standing alone. Working. Okay. Okay. What's up with that? Did you just throw yourself in here, King of Cups? I know I don't have no... What am I doing with competition with the men? That's crazy. Okay. Everybody do what they do. Do what you came here to do, right? Okay. That's too many. Access granted. Moolah. A maze. Getting out of the maze. Working to get out of the matrix. Stable. Growing. Okay. Money growing is good to know. Okay, so would reality be in family in the ocean? Some said Saturn. What else would the last one be? Okay, 4 of Wands. Access granted to my home. So the internet, is that what you're talking about? A moving, a way out. Lost. Lost a home. Did somebody just dominate? King of Cups, did you just dominate? Divine wish being granted. Creators. Eastern Star Masons. Two of Cups. Oh, Lord. Go on. I rebuke your name creative out. Go on. Let me finish talking to my other self. My masculine self. That has nothing to do with me. Okay, so we could say joining up the two of yourself, Sage, going on the right road. Peace of mind. Okay. Grounded. Confused. Intimacy. Promising. Don't want you just for sex. Whatever. Just come on, man. Seven of Swords reverse. Coming clean. Not being you imposter. Giving back. Crazy feeling. Stop. No healing. Being honest. No stealing healing. Okay. Could I go back to where I was, please? Manifestation. Here you go. Picking up the pieces. No conflict, argument, loss, grudges. Okay. But competition. Five of Wands, arguments, noise, tension, situation. Magic, conjuring, ambition, complex, anxiety. Man, I was on the roll on something. Okay, go back to, we was talking about it first. Okay. Ten of Wands. Changing the situation, please. Overwhelmed. Weighed down with problems, very heavy load, cutting ties, true that. Abusing magic, Three of Wands reverse. Out of the closet, everything out, open. Six of Swords. Dark secrets. Six of Swords, lost the boat, can't get away with it. Ferry, drowning, swimming, lost, missed, stuck, underwater, staying, fishing. Okay, stubborn. Refusing. Bored. Miss opportunity. Okay, damn. It's like it's not on my agenda. That's past. Okay, let's see. Come on, go back to where we was first digging. Four of Pentacles, control, heirs, property, government, mayor, elite, upper class, caution. Okay. Nine of Swords, nightmares, anxiety, depression. Confused past. Temperance, dark road. Temper, wrong way. The whiz, drugs. Hidden neighborhood. Refuse to follow protocol. Oh. So this is a threat from y'all. From the elite Illuminati. SAG energy twice, so warning, want to DNA. Okay. Justice reverse, crooked, unjust person. Letting go, watching cameras. Okay. King of Swords reverse, lies. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, Sagittarius. Knight of Swords, security, armor, driver, speedy, messenger, military. Right. Police, Knight of Swords. Nine of Cups. Choices. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Desire, greed. Scorpio, wishes come true. Improved, pleased, overeating, trophies, so smug, baby shower. Collecting, drinking, choices. Empress. Scorpio. Weak. Boss. Emperor. Emperor and Empress. And Aries energy. Haircut, corn job. Okay, damn. The Matrix. Again. Clarity. Damn, I can see. Clearly not. Okay. Okay. Clearly not going out the matrix. What's going on? Two of Wands reverse. Okay. Well, not the palm of your hands. You have no control. I didn't ask for nobody 2 cents. Didn't see. Things not going your way. Empress, death on the Empress, weak. Emperor. So is the Emperor, is he trying to stop the Empress peace? Dependent on money, not free. I see. Holding you back. Take action. Okay, so that's what y'all would call a twin flame. Okay, they got Hierophant reverse. treason, racketeering, priest, crooked priest, crooked president, no marriage, divorce. Virgo the hermit. Force you or against. Man, sit your ass down somewhere. High priestess reverse. Page of Pentacles. So we got these three. Also, changing subject. Those are the three amigos. Two masculine, one feminine. Studying me. Okay, this could be on the Matrix too. Or here. Elite. Now using intuition. Studying. Lost everything. These powerful people. Yeah. 7 of Pentacles. Not working. ATM. Clocks. Evidence. Money. Banks. Knight of Cups. Government. So they were trying to do some wicked shit. And it's not working. Stop my money flow. 8 of Cups. Walking away. Drinks. Smile. Walking away. Chariot. Reverse. But not walking away. Not moving. Spiritual. 3 of Pentacles. Hijack. Spaceship. Mothership. Failed accident. Warning again. Spiritual lovers. Full Gemini energy. Neighborhood, community. 5 of Cups. Loss. Sad, disappointed, grief, negative thoughts. Money loss is not enough. Feel bad. Caution. Don't or can't pay. Drink, drugs, disappointment. I don't know, no Gemini. Neighborhood, people, place, things. Your choice. Moving to free, not materialistic portal. Okay. Okay, so new community going through a portal. The Fool. Yeah, well, now what going through that. I did. I lost my baby in this realm. Because when I lose one, it's like I lost everything. False sadness, dark rain, return, night. Don't want to be exposed. That's all about. Ten of Pentacles reverse. Toxic. Toxic family. Bloodline. People. Dark side of money. Jealous. So Leo. And my baby, somebody else jealous. Um, um, Will. Ancestor. Page of Pentacles reverse. Bad news, unrealistic, old. What's that? Old what? Always. Treasure. Evil, childish. The Hermit. Isolated. Ghosted. A ghost. Cat's out of the bag. Dark night of soul. Definitely. Have hidden answers. Covenant. Lakshma. Goddess Lakshma. Grace. Birth chart. Not necessarily in Southeast, associated with fire. Grace. Sneaky. Showing creativity. Buying cats. Animals. Four Cups, bored, missing opportunity. Money frustrated. Don't appreciate nothing. Virgo energy. Six of Cups. Group up, bored, thinking about past. I'm not really. I'm not reconnecting. Let go of fear. Knight of Pentacles, message offering, constable, ticket. Now stay strong. Tell me, Eight of Pentacles, work, Masons, focus, jury, pride. effect. Eight of Swords reverse. Sorcerer, see, don't see reinforcements. Fake. Six of Cups, family. That I do know, sweetheart. I do know that. Sad. Knight of Wands reverse. Reckless, want to get their way. Chase. Manipulative. Hard ass. Right. Sorry, y'all. Maybe y'all situation or not. Knight of Pentacles, visitor, player, military, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, dedicated, reliable, SAG, steady, yes, hard work, stable, commitment, mask on, mask off, mask on. So are they real? I mean, just a walk-in? What's going on? Is that a yes? Pass. Wheel of Fortune reverse. Yeah, I know. Manipulation. Go to. Want to keep me stuck. Spaceship. Okay, we got devil. Not fixed. Not working in their favor. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, money. Not working. Closed bank. Empty. Masons, Eastern Stars. Yeah. Hierophant. Retired evil. Crazy evil. Shapeshift. Narcissist. Undercover. Priest. Fake. Mean. Rumpelstiltskin. Who is this? I know this ain't who I think. No government, mad chemist, gold. Fake father. No, not responsible. No, damn sure ain't. You ain't gotta tell me that. So, King of Cups. You just keep bringing your ass. Divorce. Page of Cups. Reverse. Bad news. Definitely stole, abused. What? No connection, selfish. Bitch, I can't lost an abortion. Man, Six of Pentacles, reverse. Not getting it back. Oh, you want to be petty. Four of Swords, reverse. Wake up. secrets. Our ex. Fuck this motherfucker in my life. From past lives. Which is not Kim. Neighborhood. Which. Hangman. Sacrifice. Well, I hope you did the same thing to yours. Because that's what's going to happen. Star reverse. Yes, star seeds. What is star seeds? So, that's what you needed? Or you trying to get me? For whoever the fuck you trying to get. Let go, let God. I don't know what kind of God you serve. Evidently, it's not the good kind. Aliens. Okay, here. Tower reverse. Already happened. Not so bad. Aries, Scorpio energy. Aquarius energy.
Oh, that's why you were so quiet. But can you wash these for me? My friend gave these bracelets to me.
Why you brought her energy in your house?
She made them for
Doing
me.
that. She made it for you?
Yes.
We gotta wash it off with some salt and water.
Oh, can you do it for me?
Why you doing that? I'm in the camera. Stop doing that. I don't want to touch them. Put them on here. Go wash your hands and put a little salt and water on it. Told you the people be tripping, baby. Trying to curse people.
These pictures are broken.
Huh?
That color is hanging there. Mm-hmm.
It's over there. Put stiff skin. Promise the baby. So that's, see, past life. One of my past life, I remember I got killed in a car wreck. Me and I was pregnant. Had a loving husband and some more kids. And I don't know what happened, if somebody hit me off the road or whatever. So it was my daughter that I had that just passed. I feel like that was her that I was pregnant with during that time. So they wanted to kill both of us. It was supposed to kill me. So now so who is these people? Who are these people? It's like, they saying I'm supposed to be doing something and I'm not doing it. Or what I promised, like I promised them a child, a sacrifice. This round, I know I did not, and last round. So if it's past life, and it took my memories, how I'm supposed to remember that? Now, don't fuck with my grandson. Neither one of them. So who? not my, where's my family and mothership? Cause this is other aliens. Who? What time? Okay, so we going back to that series Once Upon a Time when they was in the Dark Ages with the witch and the Rumpelstiltskin. Um, he so did I die? Did we come into this new realm? Did we and I promised? So did he help me make gold into straw? What the fuck? And didn't give a baby to him? I know this sounds crazy. I understand. Trying to figure this out. Six of Pentacle raise, sell on the street, promotion. Share wealth, balance, homeless. Or did somebody promise? Did you say that you were going to be with, okay, Queen of Cups reversed, and promise a sacrifice for my bloodline? Is that what that is? And it's not happening, but my family have to pay for somebody else promise to somebody else. Is that what's going on? Don't give a fuck. Not nice. No protection, no emotions. Gay, transgender, warrior, not shy. Queen of Cups. Okay, my dad was Taurus. Mom was a Gemini. So if they, I don't think mom was in, probably her dad, which is Aquarius. I don't know what the fuck he was in. He had enough kids. He sacrificed his own children from his cousin. Ten of Swords. Is it sacrificing a woman, or this is the witch? Or gay man, I don't know. A gay man, I don't know what the fuck. Darkness in, stop the violence. So violence, scared. Darkness. Stable pain, crisis. Back. And loss. So this transgender, which one to cause pain? Or cause pain on a mother? Judgment, Scorpio, Libra. Self-lying self, looking at self. Okay, so maybe somebody who was trying to do that, now they got judged, or Tower came through. The Aries. Knight of Swords reverse. Stopped, not coming. Slow down. Grudges. So they're holding grudges. I don't have nothing to do with these people. Oh my goodness. Again. Not successful, haven't won. Queen of Cups again. I don't know if somebody can't have any kids. I'm not a surrogate mother. I can't have any more. My tube's tired, burnt, throw it to the side. It's not my fault. Somebody else can't. What is this gorgeous? What is y'all doing? Oh yeah, I was throwing me in some shit. I feel like you stole, baby. I stole from you, or somebody stole? What I stole what? Nine of Swords. Reverse. Can't sleep. Oh, wake up. Oh, woke up. Oh, woke. First apples. Weapons. Ace pains. I'm woke. Okay. Oh. So, were y'all stealing from me in other lifetimes? Was I having other people's babies? What the hell going on? And now I'm woke in this world. I'm supposed to die. Nine of Wands. Undecided, stuck, wounded, confused, not giving up, tired. Chiron. Push through, tired. Okay, yeah. Okay. Struggle. Finish. I don't know. I wasn't supposed to. Queen of Cups stealing from the Empress. What's going on? Oh, y'all talking about Truth, Queen of Swords. Two of Pentacles. Boomerang effect went back, but it's just twins? What's going on? Ten of Pentacles. Happy family, money, abundance, marriage, inheritance. Yes, happy family, contract. So I stole your happy family? Is that what you're saying? We've been talking about this. I ain't seen that person in 17 years. Exposed. My family. We wasn't doing anything. But I understand since y'all put some curses and hexes and bullshit. Yeah. Reflection. Exposed cloudy dreams. Dead dogs. Let dead dogs lie. That's what really should be going on. Free. Over. Fear. King of Swords reverse. Abusive. Pisces, Cancer. Exposed about this abuse or lies. Everybody jumping in. Smooth. You happy that my exposed and fucked my family up? Oh, what's going on? Two of Swords. Relax. I see. Now you see. Relax. Now I see. But I didn't do anything to nobody. Why would you fuck with me and mine? We didn't do anything. That's not my fault about who you with. And that happened. It's not our fault for you to come and fuck with mine. So, you took my child because you claiming that you can't have a baby for whatever reason. You blaming me. Or somebody's supposed to get me pregnant and then y'all can have the baby and I die. Is that what's supposed to happen? So y'all turn evil. Are y'all happy about this too? And you say you're gonna get away with it. Or got away with it. You think you did? Oh, you feel like you did. That's a half truth. Standing on it. Gemini energy. Irresponsible. Over. Old. Okay. Yeah, I know that. I don't know. Broke up the home. I didn't do a fucking thing. Five of Cups. No, I'm not on no drugs. What's going on? Relax. Page of Wands reverse. Future mind. Self-doubt. Fake cravings. Your country. Change patterns. Grow up. Definitely. Clarity, potential, intellect, success. Like you. I look at you. Ideas new. Yes, truth. Mirror fit. King of Pentacles, invest. Business, arrogance, power, boss. Okay. Four of Wands, not stable. Not happy at home. Challenge. Sad. What is this? This my other people? I don't know what's going on, y'all. King of Swords, truth, justice, leader, spy. Good decision, mother, mature. Star reverse, a rat, falling cold. Left Hollywood, died, dying, falling. Didn't work out. Broadway, no shine. Corporation, secret society, not helping others. Selfish, not helping others, and can't. Like out. Lady. Mean lady by home. BITCH, that's what you call me. Gangsters. Scientists, out of town, surgery. Streets of somebody trying to look like me. What the fuck y'all doing? Two of Swords reverse. Two-Face. Hitting two birds with one stone. Not telling you to fight. And okay. I see guards down. I'm gonna put my guards down. What is really going on? Three of Swords, warning, jobless, reverse, no heart, guard your heart, black heart, laser surgery, heart transplant. Forgive. After y'all did all this. And definitely your ego and all of that stuff, I did nothing to nobody. Me and my kids did nothing. Trying to get through this matrix. This is just sad. Keep Stand and protect your family. Ask your ancestors created your family to get you out of a deadly, dangerous situation or decision you put yourself in and may offer answers. This is crazy. So apologizing through my cards. A Taurus? What the fuck is a Taurus? I met a Taurus, yeah. But that was, had someone, whatever, I didn't know, but whatever, was not long this time. Physical or spiritual jail. Sneaking out of school, growing up too fast, runaways. Getting them out of jars, cages, jail, holes, etc. Your sister Scorpio. Sending a cleaner, Walking Dead. Really going on. Titanic gold on boat made out of love story. Try and discredit or downplay your works, singing, etc. Getting paid to do so. C. White reader, bigger channel, copying your work, think they can do it better, have no soul, lost, whatever the fuck. Family who always had lived good inheritance on our inheritance wants to kill the family off so they won't share it. Corporation also stealing. We know this. Blacks, boule, blocking your money and success. Delay is not a denial. You will get it. Sleeps in abandoned apartments. Sleeps in abandoned houses. I see who you're talking about. Capricorn, sacrificing your family members instead of their man, woman, or sacrificing their family too. Secret. You will work for a faithful, true, trustworthy police service and secret society. Please don't test me. And y'all been doing just that. Put cameras in your car. Cameras around listening on my phone. Every fucking way. Tarot card Leo. Mother-in-laws. Well, in-laws. And I did nothing to her either. None of them. You're white boys. I don't know you. Good demon family. True that. Protecting you. Good genes. Show you how and what to do. Believe. I believe. Nose ring on navel ring. Cadillac. Hype me up or hype my own self up. Cancer energy. Slowly programming you. Your child, boy, girl needs your attention and understanding. Take time to know him or her, not outside doing fucked up shit. Love yourself. That's what whoever that is, 'cause I was there for mine. Secret, ghost, invisible, love, or AI wife, porn, queen, or star. Secrets. Or ficus. Transformation, coming out the cocoon, vapors, humidify, breathe, clean air. My life will never be the same. Y'all came and changed. Honor your ancestors and goddesses, and I do. The way I walk, the way I talk, readers, yeah. Feel that Orisha's needed. Aquaman, yeah. Since y'all know how to clone so well, do y'all know how to decline? Want you to be jealous of them, competition, competing. That's not his or her cousin, sister, brother, or friend. They fucking trying to run game on you. It's hidden from you. Sacrifice or fucus. Oh, damn. Thorns and thistles. That sounds like some medieval time shit. 2. Fight. Fuck the skin color. Petty. Wars. They trying to wipe us out. Time for unity. What we gonna do? What you gonna do? Don't make this complicated, cause you got. Let's reverse. Oh my goodness. Invention of black people in America. I'll be proud of it. Having my baby. Don't want you to know who delusional. Who I ain't told nobody no bullshit like that. Don't want you to know who you are so they can reincarnate you to continue being their slave. So secret society, all colors are setting people up and hanging them on trees and posts, want to put fear back in you. You're a secret, sweet person. Target and jealous. SAG. People at work. Your sister Aquarius. Nieces Aquarius. Your sister Aquarius. Whoever y'all talking to y'all. Going to jail. I got married. Don't like to be old. I have no problem. India. Tamarine. Ragdoll. Voodoo doll. Countdown. Your sister-in-laws, Libras, involved don't want you to have royalties. Exactly. Want to steal your child body parts, funeral home, 2 hospitals. Your sister Virgo. Rituals, and more rituals being done every day. Y'all making me sick to my stomach. This is just sad. Innocent person. Did nothing to nobody. Unless holding grudges of who she was talking to, and she tried not to talk to anybody who had anybody. At least they didn't tell her that. And that fucking Gemini, bitch ass Geminis she dated, and she liked them crazy ass motherfuckers. I'm sorry, Gemini. But I ain't finna date y'all great motherfucker. I'm sorry. Putting kids, teens in secret homes saying they missing. Lying cover-ups. Y'all, all this stuff, huh? AGANJU, volcanoes, wilderness, deserts, fire, Yoruba people, approach with caution, fragile. OKO, agriculture, farming, fertility. See my ancestors coming out. This train already left the station a long time ago. I didn't do it. Didn't at all. Think they getting away with murder. You're not. I'm free. It's free. Okay. Sold their soul, making or thinking about it on a boat. Ashe is the life force that runs through all things living and animated and is missing. Issue describes as the power to make things happen of affirmation that is used in greetings, prayers, as well as a concert of spiritual growth, orishas, peace, good character, gentle alignment with the soul, inner peace and satisfaction in life, as so its divine energy manifestation through the soul, OLORN, who rules heaven associated with the sun. That's all y'all need to be talking to get your soul back. Olamar, supreme deity, to assist humanity, to teach them to be successful on earth, rooted in the native religion of the Yoruba people. Exists in the spiritual world. Then became IRUNMOL, spirits are divine beings, incarnated as human on earth.
Can you help me?
Hold on, I'm almost through. Creator of the universe and all living things, worshipped through Horishas, no beginning, no end, source of all power and life. What's the dealio? I better ask the creators, because I fucked up real bad. Y'all know the shit we've been through. For y'all to come at us like that. 7 chakra crown chakra. You didn't give a fuck. Spiritual awareness. When my mind sways negatively, I remind myself of love, truth, gratitude, and spirit. I am the observer of my thoughts, and I do not let them bring me down. I remind myself to have gratitude and acceptance for all that is, and to have the courage of my convictions. I continually pursue a clearer understanding of spiritual truths behind all that is and all that is unfolding. I ask myself, is what I am thinking the truth? And is it having a positive or negative impact on my life? Do you hear that? 6th chakra, third eye chakra was closed. You need to open it. Stop. Mindfulness. I am aware of my thoughts, and I ask myself, are they uplifting and are they true? I do this because I know that my thoughts, stop baby, significantly affect my mental, emotional, and physical health. And because I know that my body believes everything that I believe. I am not in control of all situations that come my way, nor am I in control what others do and say. However, I do have free will as to how I respond. I choose to respond to all situations from an enlightened position rather than just reacting. True that. That's what y'all need to know and do. 4th chakra, heart chakra, peace. I will meditate and be peaceful and calm in my interactions with others in the world. Peacefulness comes in me giving up the love of power for the power of love. I invite peace to be a part of my life, and I make time to experience my own inner stillness daily. I continue to develop an inner sense of calm, and I trust that everything will be right. Feeling good about myself will help bring peace into my life. So you did it spiritually, so that's between y'all and them. I always forgive, it hurts. I mean, come on now. But, they calm me down, and they gonna take care of what they need to take care of. And that's only fair. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Hope it helps. Like, subscribe, share, and comment.
Before you
Bye.
end.
No.
Right there.
What, babe?
I want to watch this one.